Hola clase, buenas, ¿cómo están ustedes? Today we're going to go through a Spanish 1 grammar lesson, and this is going to be gender in agreement, gender in nouns. Like many languages, English not included, nouns in Spanish have gender. So that means every person, place, or thing has a gender assigned to it. For most living things, the gender reflects the sex of the being. For example, if I want to talk about un chico, that means a boy. And if I want to talk about una chica, that is a girl. Along the same lines, we have un perro would be a male dog, and we would have una perra, which would be a female dog. There are some living creatures whose gender does not reflect the sex of the animal, like a rat. So whether you have a male or a female, you're going to have rata. Whether you have a male or a female, you're going to have jirafa. And whether you have a male or female, you're going to have serpiente. Alright, so rata means a rat, jirafa means a giraffe, and serpiente means a snake. And once again, whether it is masculine or feminine, male or female, it is going to carry rata, jirafa, or serpiente. One of the things that you might see associated with animals when we're talking about them, since they are not reflecting the sex of the animal itself, sometimes we'll see varón along with that animal, or hembra along with that animal. So a rata varón would be a male rat, and a rata hembra would be a female rat. Same thing goes with a jirafa varón or jirafa hembra, and so on and so forth. Inanimate objects also have gender. A pencil is going to be called un lápiz. Alright, and that's going to be a masculine thing. And a pen is going to be called una pluma. Now, obviously, a pen doesn't actually have sex or gender, and a pen or pencil also doesn't have sex or gender. But either way, in the Spanish language, these words are going to have gender associated with them. When you're talking about gender of an inanimate object, it is not associated with the person who owns the object or the person who normally uses the object in a traditional sense. For example, if I am talking about the word el vestido, that's going to be masculine. Okay, so el vestido is a masculine word, but what it means is the dress. Alright, so even though women traditionally wear dresses, el vestido is a masculine object. Same thing goes for la corbata. Alright, so la corbata is a necktie, and although it is feminine, it is traditionally worn by men. Alright, so the gender of the objects, inanimate objects, doesn't have anything to do with who owns it or who uses it. It's just got gender. I'm going to draw up this chart for gender in the Spanish language. And underneath gender, I'm going to put mask for masculine. And I'm going to put femme for feminine. Alright, down here I'm going to have an S for singular. And I'm going to have a P for plural. Things in Spanish language that are masculine will generally end with an O if they're singular, and they will generally end with an OS if they are plural. Things that are feminine in the Spanish language generally end with A if they're singular, and AS if they are plural. Beyond the generalities of the O and the A ending, you will see, and you already have seen, a couple things that don't follow that general rule, like el lápiz. That doesn't end with an O or an A. So there are going to be some things that you look at and you're going to expect them to go one direction, but they actually go a different direction. There are also going to be some things that you wouldn't know which way to go, whether it's masculine or feminine. What I can tell you on those things is that you just kind of have to memorize them and know them as you see them. Alright guys, this concludes our lesson on gender and agreement in nouns. There will be 2 more videos to follow. One of them is going to be about the definite and indefinite articles that go along with nouns, and the other one is going to be about making your adjectives match your nouns.